Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to year 1 of Miteclan. You all know the drill from Jadelcan. Quick disclaimer. I realized as I was finishing the script for this video that some things didn't align with why Miteclan left its old territory. I think in the Miteclan backstory video description, it said that a fire had made them leave. When in the animation, it looked as if a flood did so. Yeah, this was a mistake I forgot to fix in the script. A flood actually made them leave. Not a fire, sorry for the inconvenience. Anyway, let's get into the video. Starting with our first Starklin cat. Valipaw. Valipaw is a long-furred gray Bengal she-cat with yellow eyes. Valipaw was 9 moons before she died, and is currently 199 moons in death. Valipaw is adventurous, and a great healer with valuable insight. Valipaw was a mediator apprentice in Miteclan, formerly known as Jadelcan. After she died in the flood, she visited her father in a dream and told him to take the clan to the mountains on the horizon. Batstar referenced the shooting star and asked if it was a sign from Starklin. Valipaw confirmed his suspicions. She guided Jadelcan, now known as Miteclan, to the mountains and helped them settle. She didn't do anything else this year, hence being a Starklin guide. I really want to see more from her next year through canon. On to our next Starklin cat, Weasel. Weasel is a long-furred yellow and white speckled she-cat with gold eyes. She is ambitious and a good mediator. She was 43 moons in life and is currently 9 moons in death. She was formerly a loner that joined Miteclan on year 3. She died the exact same moon by being taken out to sea by a flood. She never had the chance to do anything for her new clan other than joining and drying immediately after. In Starklin, she judged cats and worried about the dark forest. I hope we get more from her in Starklin next year. Moving on to our clan leader, Cloverstar. Cloverstar, formerly known as Clovelilek, is a short-furred gray rosette tom with sage green eyes. He is grumpy, very clever, and has a keen eye. He is currently 129 moons old. He still has his 9 lives. Clovelilek took over the clan after Batstar's death and grieved heavily for his former leader. When receiving his 9 lives, Clovelilek spoke with Valipaw and apologized for death, saying that an apprentice shouldn't have died so young. She forgave him and said that she was doing her duty to her clan as a member of it. Cloverstar led his clan with guilt and caution in the first few moons of his leadership, causing the clan to doubt his leadership. Cloverstar didn't really do much this year other than train his apprentice. He took on an apprentice to gain some sort of trust and respect from his clanmates, so he doesn't really care about training her or anything like that. He just does it to gain a sense of stability over the clan. Moving on to our deputy. Butterfly Freckle is a medium-furred cream rosette she-cat with heather blue eyes. She is cold and clever. She is currently 93 moons old. Butterfly Freckle is a warrior under Cloverstar's leadership. Butterfly Freckle is the colder and demanding counterpart to Cloverstar's leadership. She constantly has her eye on her clanmates, making sure none slack off. She keeps the kits in check, having a reputation to be scary and threatening, according to the kits and apprentices and revels in the knowledge. If she becomes leader, she might become out first dark forest cat, due to how aggressive she is, having her whole clan on edge. Cloverstar tried talking her down, but failed. Butterfly Freckle rebels against Cloverstar's name and status and thinks she could do better. spreading rumors through camp. She hasn't done much this year. Only trained her apprentices. Burnt Paw and Stoat Paw. Butterfly Freckle causes so much drama in the clan, and I hope to see more from her next year. Onto our first medicine cat. Faith Stripe is a medium-furred gray and black dorsal striped tom with heather blue eyes. He is strict, a good kitsitter and a great climber. He is currently 81 moons. Faith Stripe is a medicine cat in Miteclan, but was formerly a warrior apprentice who switched roles after his mother died to a dog. Faith Stripe hasn't done much this year. His tail got mangled by a dog, which he knows as the same one that killed his mother. So that's horrible. He trained his daughter as an apprentice. Splinterpaw. Faith Stripe is wary of Butterfly Freckle's leadership and worried for the clan. I wonder what I happen next year. Into our next medicine cat, Splinterwisp. Splinterwisp is a long-furred black and white she-cat with gold eyes. She is righteous and a great mediator. She is currently 13 moons. Splinterwisp is grateful for her mentor's training, but dislikes him as a clanmate. It's a mutual dislike, with Faith Stripe hating more Strange. Which isn't good. I hope this doesn't lead to chaos. Splinterwisp hasn't done much this year, except grieve for her mother who left the clan. She didn't know her mother well, but missed her, and felt betrayed to know her mother left for a loner. Poor Splinterwisp is going through it right now with her mother gone. Sister and father hating her. I feel so bad for her, and hopes things get better for her next year. On to our warriors. Brownglint is a short-furred brown speckled non-binary cat with silver eyes. They are fierce, very clever and a good teacher. They are currently 100 moons old. Brownglint hasn't done much this year. They are currently training an apprentice. Jellyfishpaw. Brownglint cares deeply for their apprentice and trains him well. They know Jellyfishpaw will become a great warrior despite how shy he is. Brownglint was caught eavesdropping on Butterfly Freckle this year, which isn't good but thankfully wasn't punished too badly. Only apprentice duties. Brownglint also got a running nose, a thorn in their paw, and a stomach ache in the same moon this year. Which is dramatic. I hope they get better next year. On to our next warrior, Goldrip. Goldrip is a medium-furred golden-brown sock-oak tom with hazel eyes. He is adventurous and a renowned hunter. He is currently 78 moons. Goldrip didn't do much this year either. He had a snap at Butterfly Freckle for mistreating her apprentice during a sparring match and thinks she shouldn't be deputy, which is weird because he has high respect for her. Goldrip has an apprentice this year. Lightpaw. I really like Goldrip's pelt design despite it being really hard to color. On to Tree Swirl. Tree Swirl is a short-furred cream and brown tabby she-cat with heather blue eyes. She is strict and a trusted advisor. She is currently 72 moons. Tree Swirl was formerly a loner that joined the clan with her 5 kits. Light, Stoat, Jellyfish, Dust, and Wren, who were only 1 moon at the time. Tree Swirl joined the clan, asking for a safe haven to raise her kits. Against Butterfly Freckle's wishes. She didn't do much except get white cough and raise her kits this year. I hope to see more from her next year. On to Pond Lake. Pond Lake is a long-furred gray she-cat with a single dorsal stripe and gold eyes. She is daring and a renowned hunter. She is currently 71 moons. Pond Lake is the daughter of Clovistar, and an unnamed she-cat the clan assumes is a rogue or longer. Pond Lake dismisses these assumptions and does her duty as a warrior. She is currently training an apprentice, Wrenpaw, who she think will make a great warrior. Pond Lake might leave the clan next year because she was questioning her life decisions and struggled with her duties. So she might leave, guys. She also sprained her paw his year. So that's not good. I hope she gets better next year. Art-wise, her posing was really hard to choose. Because in-game, she has these sprites so her eyes, and some of her body was unseen, so I had to pick a different posing for her. Which was a bit of a struggle. I can't wait to see more from her next year. On to our last warrior, Burnt Drizzle. Burnt Drizzle is a medium-furred black she-cat with gold eyes and a pair of black cicada wings. She is bloodthirsty and an excellent teacher. Probably stolen from her mentor. Butterfly Freckle, that's scary. She is currently 13 moons. She is the daughter of Faith Stripe and Quiverneedle, who we'll get into later. Burnt Drizzle was jealous of her sister, Splinterwisp, growing up due to how much attention her sister got rather than her. Burnt Drizzle felt even more disassociated from her clan after Quiverneedle left and started clinging to her mentor, Butterfly Freckle, who manipulated her. Burnt Drizzle is one of Butterfly Freckle's most supportive warriors and has a high comfort and trust for her mentor and deputy. She believes Butterfly Freckle should be clan leader. So I imagine there's going to be drama next year. I really love the orange on the cicada wings, blending with the black on her pelt. It's really pretty. I can't wait to see more from her. On to the apprentices. Lightpaw is a short-furred, rust-colored tabby she-cat with cyan eyes. She is compassionate and quick to make peace. She is currently 6 moons. Lightpaw is hardworking and loves her siblings, but thinks Stoatpaw is a bit too close to Butterfly Freckle for Lightpaw's comfort. She and her sister, Dustpaw, have similar mindsets. Dustpaw being quieter. Lightpaw is a bit disconnected from her mother, Treeswirl, and believes she is too absent of a parent. Lightpaw has a small dislike for Butterfly Freckle and doesn't trust her. Lightpaw hopes to be deputy of Miteclan someday, but knows it's a bit out of reach. She hopes it'll come to her. Lightpaw hasn't done much this year other than scold Stoatpaw for getting too close to Butterfly Freckle. Join the clan and practice her grooming on Burntpaw, which was really cute to read. I hope to see more from her next year. On to our next apprentice, Stoatpaw. Stoatpaw is a short-furred cream, an orange sock-oak tom with heather blue eyes. He is adventurous and a mossball hunter. He is currently 6 moons old. Stoatpaw joined the clan at the age of 1 moon like his siblings. He is the head of their mischief. Much to Dustpaw's annoyance, Stoatpaw felt honored and proud to have Butterfly Freckle as his mentor. After Burntpaw and Stoatpaw became kind of like siblings. Perhaps they'll become mates at some point. They would make a really cute couple, though. Lightpaw and Wrenpaw are a bit wary of their brother's relation with the clan deputy and her former apprentice, but they're unaware of what it is. Stoatpaw doesn't appreciate them being snoopy and told them to back off. Lots of upcoming drama next year. I might make an animation if I get time. If it is just a rough sketch with info in the description. Anyway, on to Jellyfishpaw. Jellyfishpaw is a medium-furred white and ginger tabby tom with blue eyes. He is righteous and splashes in puddles. He is currently 6 moons old. Jellyfishpaw is the middle of Treeswirl's litter. He isn't the oldest or the youngest, but in between. He is the most quiet and well-behaved of the litter, along with his sister, Dustpaw. Jellyfishpaw always follows the orders of his mentor, Brownglint. Treeswirl is proud of her son for being good and favored him in his kithood, earning himself the scornful remarks of his brother, Stoatpaw. I can't wait to see more from Jellyfishpaw next year. On to his sister. Dustpaw is short-furred brown agouti she-cat with sage-green eyes. She is righteous, quick-witted, and an avid play fighter. She is currently 6 moons old. Dustpaw is the coldest and quietest of Tree Swirl's litter, always ignoring her older siblings' bickering and arguments. Dustpaw is thoughtful and tends to isolate herself from her clanmates, much to her siblings' concern. Tree Swirl and Stoatpaw don't really care either way. Dustpaw scorns her mother for ignoring her kits and favoring Jellyfishpaw, despite caring her older brother deeply. Dustpaw is deeply suspicious of Butterflyfreckle and Goldrip. Much to Lightpaw's credit, the two sisters have each other's back and defend each other and their siblings, although Stoutpaw claims they're overacting. Dustpaw snapped at her brother for his arrogance and says his half-sightedness will land him in hot water. I don't know where cats would have learned hot water from. Maybe from fire scalding the rivers. I love her design. On to the last of the apprentices. We have Renpaw. Renpaw is a short-furred gray agouti tom with heather blue eyes. He is confident and has an active imagination. He is currently 6 moons old. Renpaw is the more protective and impressionable of his siblings, always thinking too much for his own good. Renpaw loves his siblings and cares for them deeply and wants to keep them safe, but just doesn't know how. Lightpaw tells him she's got this, and Stoatpaw tells him he needs to calm down. But he can't help worrying for them. He gets along with Dustpaw pretty well, despite crossing her over a few too many times, which earns him a nip or two. Renpaw is just the sweet and lovable little brother overall, kind of like Clay or Umber in the Wings of Fire series. He's just there to keep everyone together. His design is beautiful and was really hard to color when doing art. I love this poor boy and can't wait to see him again next year. Onto the queens and kits. Vivienne is a long-furred calico she-cat with cobalt eyes. She is responsible, a learner of lore and a good mediator. She is currently 61 moons old. Vivienne was formerly a loner that joined the clan after she had her kits. Butterflyfreckle watched the queen with a sharp eye and made a sideways comment to the nursing queen any chance she could get, much to Vivienne's confusion. Vivienne stayed pretty quiet in the clan, only talking to the kits, and occasionally Butterflyfreckle and Clovistar. She admitted she was leaving once her kits became apprentices, because she didn't want any trouble with the clan, and that she knew her kits would be safe. I like Vivienne's design, despite it being pretty plain, because calicos are pretty hard for me to come by in Clangen. I think I have a calico in like 4/8 out my clans, so. Yeah, anyway, I would love to see more from her, and I hope she decides to stay permanently in canon. Onto her first kit, Locust Kit. Locust Kit is long-furred brown sock-oak she-cat with amber eyes. She is bossy and quick to make peace. She is currently 1 moon old. Locust Kit was formerly a loner that joined Miteclan with her mother and sister. Stag Kit, she is pretty outgoing and loud, much to the annoyance of the apprentices, whom she follows constantly. She hasn't done anything memorable this year, aside from being born and joining the clan. I hope to see more from her next year. Onto her sister, Stagkit. Stagkit is an orange and white ticked she-cat with cyan eyes. She is self-conscious and quick to make peace. Stagkit, like her sister, was brought into the clan as a newborn. She hasn't done much this year, but I can't wait to see more from her next year. On to our elders. Cloudmunch is a medium-furred black speckled she-cat with pale blue eyes. She is grumpy, a good fighter, and a fast runner. She is currently 143 moons old. Cloudmunch is the mother of Quiverneedle, who we'll get into later. She was upset and heartbroken when her daughter left the clan, but accepted her decision with a heavy heart. She watched over her grandkits in Quiverneedle's absence and is wary of the kit's every move. She is cautious of Burnt Drizzle, who is getting way too close to Butterfly Freckle and thinks she might do something stupid. Cloudmunch is very proud of how honorable Splinterwisp has become and is proud to be her grandmother. I love Sea Loudmunch so much. I love her name. Personality, coloring pattern. It's so pretty. Also, I live for the grumpy old lady in the clan. On to our next elder. Zazufire is a medium-furred gray she-cat with cyan eyes. She is lonesome, an excellent teacher and a formidable fighter. She is currently 133 moons old. Zazufire was formerly a loner that joined the clan for shelter and safety in her senior years. She became close friends with Cloudmunch, Clovistar, and another she-cat whom we'll get into a bit. Zazufire and Cloudmunch are great friends, and I love the relationship they have. It's really sweet. I can't wait to see more from her next year. On to our last elder, Sandwich Beetle. Sandwich Beetle is a long-furred gray tabby she-cat with green eyes. She is compassionate and has a deep dark forest bond, which is scary. She is currently 125 moons old. Sandwich Beetle was formerly a kit-typed that joined the clan when her two legs abandoned her. She was cautious on the clan's intentions when they invited her into the clan, but gingerly accepted their invitation. She became close friends with Clovistar, Cloudmunch, and Zazufire after joining, and never regretted her decision to join Miteclan. She grew a tight friendship, almost sibling connection with Zazufire, who she bonded with over their shared connection on being outsiders. I love the connection these two have. Quiverneedle is a long-furred black she-cat with cyan eyes. She is compassionate, a masterful storyteller and a lore keeper. She is currently 75 moons old. Quiverneedle was formerly a Miteclan warrior. She was mates with the medicine cat, Facestripe, and had kits. About halfway through their kithood, Quiverneedle met a loner named Lyre. She became mates with her, and after her kits became apprentices, she ended things with Facestripe and left the clan, with little to no explanation, only saying she met someone else. Facestripe, heartbroken, denied ownership of his kits after this. Splinterwisp grew hate towards her sister and father and only cared for her clan, her relationship with her father shattering. Burnt Drizzle denied all relations with her clan, only stuck to Butterfly Freckle and then Stoatpaw once older. Quiverneedle loves her new mate and eventually has kits with a donor, who gave up his kits to the she-cats. Quiverneedle never considered going back onto her mate, Lyre. Lyre, later known as Lyrebird, is a long-furred white rosette she-cat with blue eyes. She is currently 60 moons old. Lyre met Quiverneedle on a border. She was searching for prey and heard Quiver's solo patrol through the bushes. She ventured perhaps a little too close to the warrior, which got her caught. Quiverneedle had pinned down the younger she-cat and asked why she was so close to the Miteclan border. Lyre flinched and squeaked out a pitiful answer of hunting, which earned a small smirk from Quiverneedle, who blushed before stepping of the she-cat. Lyre quickly grew a crush on the clan warrior and became friends with her. A few moons later, Quiverneedle asked Lyre to be mates, which she quickly agreed to. I love this couple so much. They're both so pretty. Onto their kits. Pebble is a long-furred black speckled tom with blue eyes. He is quiet and a formidable fighter. He is currently 7 moons old. Pebble is the eldest son of Q Uverneedle and Lyre. He prefers to isolate himself, then communicate with his family. Scatha is a medium-furred gray tom with cyan eyes. He is grumpy and an avid play fighter. He is currently 7 moons old. Scatha is cold and quick to snap at his kin, preferring to sleep rather than hunt or fight. He is attached at the hip with his mother, Quiverneedle, sticking to her side if he's able to. Dapple is a long-furred white she-cat with cyan eyes. She is compassionate and a great storyteller. She is currently 7 moons old. Dapple is loud and bubbly, constantly talking during hunts or training, earning gentle scoldings by her mothers. Mist is a long-furred pale gray she-cat with pale blue eyes. She is quiet and quick to make peace. She is currently 7 moons old. Mist is shy and polite to her siblings and mothers, and only speaks when spoken to. She prefers to study bugs rather than hunt and bores her siblings to death with how quiet she is. Ace is a short-furred white tom with blind blue eyes. He is strict, very clever, and a learner of lore. He is currently 7 moons old. Ace is the youngest tom of Lyraneedle's litter. He is constantly training and hunting, wanting to learn everything as quick as he can, causing competitive streaks with his brothers. He hunts surprisingly well, considering his blindness. Lily is a medium-furred black and white-tipped she-cat with a partial deafness in one ear and a heterochromia of a cyan eye and a blind blue eye. She is responsible and a quick leaner. She is currently 7 moons old. Lily is the outward snappy and strict kid of the litter, wanting things done right and on time. She constantly keeps her older siblings in check, much to her mother's amusement. She struggles to hunt due to her blindness and deafness, but is good at tracking which, to her credit, scores the family food. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It took me like a week and a half to work on the script and do the art for it. So I wanted to get this done by the end of February. So I hope you enjoyed it. I think there was a little bit of inconsistency with the backstory script. I believe it said a fire made Miteclan, Canariclan leave, when in actuality, they live in a cave by the seaside with access to the ocean itself. So high tides were a possible hazard. So yeah, I might have to fix that. Anyway, thanks for watching. I had a stroke trying to get this finished before the end of February. Bye.